Hey guys, Dr. Sonika Lee here. Welcome to Improved Immunity and Mobility, a 5-day course for autoimmune warriors. I'm a physical therapist. I'm an autoimmune protocol health coach. I'm a Tai Chi instructor, but I'm also a mommy. I'm also a friend, caregiver, healer, but also I'm an ankylosing spondylitis warrior. So that's my autoimmune disorder. It basically makes my spine fuse together. It can affect big joints. It can affect my muscles, my tendons. It just can affect your whole quality of life. But just because I have ankylosing spondylitis does not mean that my life stops. I am a warrior. I keep going. But first of all, welcome again. And I created this course to help others like myself and those who have family members who are going through chronic pain, inflammatory conditions, to learn how to manage it and live the best life you possibly can. In this course, I'm going to tell you about my story. I'm going to talk about how autoimmune disorders can cause depression, anxiety, the physical effects of it, lifestyle changes you have to make because of it. And also, we'll talk about how to transition to living a life of frustration, anxiety, depression, isolation, to living the life of the best you, the best version of yourself. In this course, we'll go over the old ways of managing autoimmune disorders and how they don't work. We'll talk about new ways of how to manage autoimmune disorder, especially from a holistic standpoint, and how to incorporate some of those new methods into your life. Also, I'm going to talk about my story. So, in 2004, I went to PT school, and I would have like lower back pain off and on. I thought it was because maybe when dancing. Dance is my favorite pastime. I might have danced a little too much. So I would be able to get my hips back in alignment. My clinical instructor taught me that, and I will feel better. But it wasn't until 2017 that I was in a car accident, and life just totally changed. I was told that I have ankylosing spondylitis. Didn't know how I was going to make it through. Didn't know how I was going to pay bills. I was like, I'm a PT. My spine is fusing. I have to lift patients up for a living. So, can you see why the depression kicked in? Like, okay, how am I take care of 2 kids? How am I going to make a living? But there was light at the end of the tunnel. I went to multiple specialists, orthopedic doctors. I went to PT. They didn't know what to do. It wasn't until my primary care sent me to a rheumatologist, and that's when I started Humira. But even in the course of Humira, I got some relief in my back, as well as got a little bit mobility, but I was still wasn't feeling 100%. Energy was low, still had some pain that wouldn't stay away. It wasn't until I joined Facebook. Facebook's a great resource. I joined the ankylosing spondylitis group, learned about how diet can help with improving your pain, help with autoimmune disorders. I was taking Tai Chi, getting my Tai Chi certification at the time. I was literally in class and I noticed that my joints were improving. I was actually in the middle of a flare up. I was like, oh, my hands are moving a lot easier. The pain is getting better. And so I learned how Tai Chi helps, and it's actually evidence based. Tai Chi for arthritis and fall prevention, backed by the CDC. So I definitely enjoyed it. That's why I got the certification, implemented it into my life, and just life just started to feel a little bit better. With Tai Chi, I was able to deal with stress a lot better. I call it meditation in motion, as well as just changing my diet, improving my ability to exercise, just made a huge difference in my life. So that's a little bit about my story. As we go through the course, I'll go in more in depth about life and how I transitioned and how I improved overall. So coming up in the next video, we'll talk about the old ways of managing autoimmune disorders, as well as why they don't work. and then we'll dive a little bit deeper into new methods. So at this point, I just want to thank you for coming on, joining me for the first part of the presentation, first part of the course, and I will see you in the next video.